Telling yourself that you could lie like that. Lucky that I would let it slide like that. Forward and back, yeah, you see your life flash. Yeah, you lucky.
Welcome back to episode 3 of A Players Only.
And if you guys could please just go onto our YouTube and other platforms and follow us, subscribe, and also too leave a review on Apple Podcasts. It helps promote everything for us and actually get to other bigger audiences as well. And also, fun fact, we actually just got verified on Patreon, so we will have different features on there as well. And yeah, please go check it out. Thanks.
Do you want to say anything about that since you're the one that set it up?
Yeah, so basically you can go in there. We have different tiers. You could donate. Each tier has, specific stuff that you can get, like whether it's like entered to be on a raffle for, a virtual guest on our podcast, stuff like that, just cool stuff. But yeah, we appreciate the support and yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really helpful if you guys signed up for the Patreon and all that kind of stuff. It could really help us make this podcast better and also just keep us moving towards future endeavors as well with this podcast.
A new couch.
Yeah, all right, man.
Yeah,
Enough
new
of
couch,
the
man.
sappy stuff. Stop asking him for money.
Sorry.
Charlie got canceled.
Ouchie wawa.
It's bigger news than her sister who actually caused it.
Well, realistically, if you don't know what happened, they have a personal chef, and the personal chef cooked them a meal, and the meal had snails in it.
Little escargot action.
Yeah, and if you're not from a place that eats snails like regularly,
yeah,
I don't think I would like it either.
I wouldn't want to eat it.
I've never had one, so I don't know.
I wouldn't want to eat it.
I wouldn't. Yeah, if you saw it,
Yeah, snails are gross. Yeah, I'd eat it.
He'd
I'd
eat it.
just
Would you eat it?
No.
I wouldn't eat it. But the way she ate it, she was like real dramatic, and she like got up from her chair and ran outside and threw up.
No, was it supposed to be a bit?
They said it was a prank. They said that the chef set him up for it.
Oh.
Because they know that she has like reactions to stuff.
Yeah, like really dramatic about it.
So they set her up, and then she reacted to it.
Yeah, I mean, personally, like just off the video, like I've seen way worse from like other YouTubers, like in situations like that. So I didn't think that anything from it would be like cancel worthy.
They got canceled because they said that if you have a personal chef and you're like that disrespectful or whatever. But if it was a prank, then what's the disrespect?
Yeah,
If
but I
he's
mean,
in on it.
Yeah. And they showed him. He was laughing.
yeah. So
So,
why is
like-
it a big deal?
But Charlie got canceled because she made a comment and she said a year ago on November 30th, she hit 1 million followers on TikTok. She said, wouldn't it be cool if I hit 100 million this year on November 30th?
I don't know why you get canceled.
What are we getting canceled for? They said she acts like her fans are just numbers.
If I'm gonna keep it real with you,
100
dog,
million in a year,
yeah.
bro.
Well, and also too, though,
I'm gonna
like,
keep it.
100 million in
If
a
I'm
year.
gonna keep it virtual. If I'm gonna keep
100
it
million in
if I'm
a
gonna
year.
keep it.
They are just numbers.
Well, at a certain point, like you can't know every single one of your followers.
Exactly.
100 million in a year, bro.
Yeah,
Because
like,
you
that's
want more
crazy
fans
growth.
doesn't mean they're just numbers to you.
No, like you might think of it like you might look at that 100 million and be like, wow, like I literally have like a fan base.
And all the people coming out to say this stuff, how many followers do they have?
Exactly.
It's jealousy.
But
if we're being honest. I'm
Well-
keeping it Virgil.
Why do you
Keeping
keep
it
saying that,
Virgil,
man?
bro. That's a thing, man.
What's that mean?
Keeping it Virgil, keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
Since when?
It's
Since
been
new,
The
bro.
Dawn?
yeah, the dawn,
The
bro.
Dawn of Time?
Yeah,
Since Virgil.
I've never
bro.
heard that.
ever since
Like,
Virgil and Kanye started hanging out. Fun fact.
Is this new?
Khan
No.
knows more about it than me.
Yeah.
I just like to say
It's been a thing for a while. A lot of YouTubers have been saying it in the
Guess
music.
who's a YouTuber?
Charlie.
We are.
Yes, we are.
All right, moving on.
Charlie got canceled, but she was getting death threats
Yeah,
for saying that.
that's
From
the crazy
grown
thing.
adults.
From follower
She's
number
16.
475.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's 16 and you're
475.
threatening to kill a
The
kid.
original OG people.
Yeah, follower number 475 was just not
Ungrateful. Number 500.
50-year-old man in his
Yeah,
basement.
it's just nuts to me, like that people take it that seriously. I mean, like I just think they did nothing wrong, or deserve to get a death threat because they said that. Like she said that
For
it would
saying
be
nothing?
cool. Yeah,
For being proud of like an accomplishment.
yeah,
in her-
especially
in her
her.
life
Like
in a
she's done
year.
crazy things as like what 17, 18-year-old
Yeah.
now. I mean, like it's nuts. I mean, having 100 million followers on an app in general is crazy, and then also too having a Dunkin' deal.
She has her own drink at Dunkin'.
Yeah, even though it's like literally my order.
She voiced the character in an animated movie.
She's been in multiple music videos.
gas.
Hey, man, don't try to cancel people.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all we're saying.
ridiculous.
Stop trying to cancel people.
Stop being soft.
And everybody was talking about, oh,
Stop being
Charlie's
soft.
Charlie's
That's a
the
fire
greatest
tweet,
face,
bro.
Greatest face TikTok could ever have.
It is. She is.
Yeah.
She really hasn't done anything wrong except this. If
What?
that.
Nah, man, she hit a vape.
Oh yeah, she did hit a vape.
Underage.
Kyle, what do you know about vaping?
Way too much.
These guys get exposed on. We were told by somebody that we need to stop picking on Kyle on the podcast,
I'll survive.
but that's not going to change. So
No, it
if
never
you're one of
will.
those people,
No. It's okay.
Strap in.
I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
It'll
I
make them
promise.
better.
Yeah. Just makes me stronger in the long run.
Speaking of music videos, the American Music Awards were last night.
Beautiful. Actually, it
Um,
wasn't. The host was trash.
Taraji.
Yeah, I didn't like her.
There was an audience last night.
What, like,
There was like 20
20?
people there, but they were all like family members.
It's about how many we got out in the crowd tonight.
yeah.
Yeah, we got a fan base out in the crowd tonight. A couple guests.
Yes, sir.
Make some noise. we got a couple
this is
people
real
out
sick.
here.
Real sick.
I'll add some voices to that.
Some live audience.
But at the AMAs, supposedly the J-Lo performance was a ripoff of Beyonce's Grammy performance of what song?
I don't know. I don't remember what the song was. I just remember seeing it on Twitter.
It was one of her big songs. I don't
It was a
know,
rip-off.
but
Also,
they said
too,
it was
maybe-
the same performance, literally.
It also made me uncomfortable. It's like, J-Lo, aren't you like married to A-Rod? I was like, he was getting hot and heavy with that dude, whatever his name is.
Maluma?
Yeah,
I think
Maluma.
that's who it was.
Yeah, bro.
We talked about
It's a
Maluma on the
performance,
first
man.
podcast.
I know. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
she's an artist, Kyle.
I apologize. That's
Art.
on me. That's on me. That's on me.
A-Rod understands, bro.
He's sitting there.
He gets it.
A-Rod made too much money to worry about all that.
I want it to
all
be
I'm saying.
known, if you're a BTS fan, Kyle left before the BTS performance last night.
I hope the K-pop stands come after me.
Kyle will be getting canceled.
Why
after
would you
this.
say that?
Kyle,
I'm
that's
kidding.
the worst
I'm
thing you
kidding.
could ever wish for.
No,
in your life.
I personally like BTS music, or the only K-pop group I've ever listened to and I thoroughly enjoyed it was Blackpink. So
You're welcome.
yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks, Ryan.
I'm
But
more
other than that, I
Japanese
just haven't
kinda
really
guy,
been that
so-
into it.
Kyle doesn't like BTS, bro, and he's gonna
Anime
get canceled for that.
openings,
So
you know.
next
I never said I
episode,
hated
my
next
passion.
episode's gonna be me and Lucas probably.
Yeah, probably.
We're just gonna cut
I'll
it.
probably be getting
We're
death
actually just
threats.
gonna be true to our name. A players only.
We're yet to
Hello,
define what an
darkness,
A player
my
is,
old
but
friend. What?
You just talk trash.
I think he was
said-
singing something.
Yeah, saying something, bro.
Okay, man.
Why?
Say it for everybody to hear.
Yeah, jeez, man, whatever.
DJ.
We're talking about you.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. That was a good bit.
Belt it
Sorry.
out. All right. Whatever.
Okay.
That's all the news
I'm
we
pretty sure you
have.
said that on.
That's all with the news we have. You said what?
Talking about relationships.
What?
Yeah, probably.
Darkness.
Um,
My
My
old
old
friend.
friend.
Wait, I feel like. Oh no, I wanted to bring up the Taylor Swift win.
Oh yeah, Taylor Swift won Artist
She
of the
shouldn't
Year.
have gotten that dub.
Artist of the Year, Taylor Swift.
Who?
Taylor Swift.
Because who
I
was
s-
it?
Taylor Swift must have the
Was
best
it
fans.
Post Malone?
It was Post Malone, Bieber,
Honestly,
The Weeknd,
And then her, right?
her, and somebody else.
It wasn't Roddy Ricch, was it?
Yeah, it was Roddy Ricch.
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna
also
win
too.
over
No,
all those
I know,
people,
but I'm
like,
saying.
The Weeknd
Yeah, it
should
was
have won.
Oh,
ridiculous.
100%.
Him or
Post.
The
We
Weeknd.
got a
No,
super
probably The
fan.
Weeknd.
We got a super weekend fan.
Is her?
That's for another. That's for the
That's
next
for another
That's for
episode.
next week's. Bro.
That's for the next week's
That's
podcast.
next
Don't
week,
get
yeah.
too far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, come on now.
Teasers
anyway,
for next week's podcast.
Yeah, but I mean, I like to see Taylor Swift fans go up against K-pop fans.
I don't know.
I think that'd be
honestly.
World War III.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
That might be,
terrifying.
launch codes might be stolen. like,
dude, I have nothing.
shit might get crazy.
I have nothing against Taylor Swift, but like she released an album and I heard it was great, but I never heard a song.
No,
And then
me
she
either.
won Artist of the Year.
Yeah, that's what was confusing to me.
I've heard every Weeknd song that came out this year.
Yeah.
I've heard every Bieber song. I've heard every Roddy Ricch song.
Literally, what was it? Blinding Lights and Heartless was on every single playlist. Almost.
Blinding Lights is about to break every record,
Yeah, like it's
Streaming.
nuts. It's nuts.
and you're not gonna give him Artist of the Year.
yeah.
He won every other award last
Yeah.
year.
Because Taylor Swift's fan base has that fan base that'll go out and text to vote.
Yeah.
That's what
You
it
know
is.
what I
It was
mean?
fan voting, so obviously
They got that
Biggest
text to
fan
vote. They
base
got all
wins.
them millennials, all the girls and their moms.
Yeah. 100%.
Taylor Swift's
has that-
fan base is literally 50 years old to 10 years old. Like
Yeah.
everybody's a fan of her. So
Yeah. 100%. I don't know, man. It was crazy. I was upset. I want to see my man Posty win it, but
what else happened at the AMAs?
I
Oh,
said, like,
Bieber
one
and
feature.
Sean.
what?
He had did he release his
He
album?
released
this
an
year?
album early 2020.
Yeah, early 2020. I
I thought it
thought.
was 2019.
I thought it was too. That's what
I thought it was
I
20 early
was gonna say,
2020.
bro, that cat's only been on features.
We'll fact check next week.
Yeah, fact check.
fact check next week. even though we
Bieber and
didn't do it.
Bieber and Shawn Mendes performed together.
Yeah, fire.
at the AMA.
New
Yeah.
song Wonder. They opened the show.
Yeah, it was
I
really
didn't
good.
watch it, so
The performance was really cool. I liked
It was pretty much the music video
Yeah.
as a
that's dope.
performance.
They have that white box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was sitting on it, and
Need
then
me one
Bieber
of
showed up
them.
on the top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
Bieber
chill.
kind of looked like a rapper when he came out.
Yeah.
He was kind of like,
He's always kind of looked like a rapper, to be honest.
yeah, he kind of did.
Yeah. Now he looks like
Kind
a
of
skater
the way
boy.
he sings. I feel like he wants to be sometimes.
He kinda
Especially
starts
last night.
Reminds me. Somebody who could be a great rapper in this room.
Kyle.
Thanks.
Talking about
Appreciate
you,
it.
man.
Wrong.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I'm not talking about my alter ego either, bro. Talking about the guy who used to hang up on this wall. Lord Pish, man.
Lord
There's
Pish.
nothing up on that
Bring
wall.
him
This
back.
camera can see there's nothing up on that wall.
Bring him back.
I'm probably not going to switch camera angles, to be honest.
I want Kid Rain back.
Who's
Patrick
that?
Paris?
Yeah,
That one?
yeah.
Nobody knows any of those names.
Well, they
man.
should.
Just shooting in the dark.
Yeah, I
now.
wish. Dang. Sad life.
Miss
for
Kyle,
them.
anything happened to you this week?
No.
Because that's all the news we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, how
not
was your
really.
day?
My day was great. I just worked.
Nice.
That's great. That's what they want to hear. man.
Yeah,
What do you want me to say to you?
That's what they want to hear.
All right, man. You know what I did was no. This is what I did. I woke up at 10:30.
We're not asking about just today, fool.
Oh, nothing's happened to me.
You didn't
Since
hang out
last
with your
podcast.
girlfriend. You didn't.
The last time I hung out with her was what, Thursday?
Oh, that
This
was
past
after the first
Thursday?
podcast.
Wow.
Nice try, guy.
Yes, we hung out. We had a great time. It was
Kyle
fun.
records these podcasts and then he
Hey.
goes home and does nothing.
Second podcast, by the way.
Second podcast.
Thank you.
He does nothing after he leaves.
Yeah, I literally just sit in my room.
All right, Lucas. I
He
guess
just stops existing.
Yeah, pretty much.
he's got nothing. So you got anything?
Yeah, man.
Huh?
Hey, enough of the peanut gallery.
Why? I'm doing great in school. Thank you.
We're on air.
God.
Anyway, yeah. No, I mean, I've just been vibing. I built my website.
I've just been vibing, Kyle.
Heck yeah, brother.
That's what he said.
What do you want me
bro.
to say, man?
Heck yeah,
I want
brother.
you to tell us what happened this week, bro.
Yeah,
Kyle didn't say
hey.
anything. He said, I woke up, I went to
I got some
What you want me
products.
to
I
say?
can't release the name of the company. I got some products to do some product shots for. Hopefully they turn out well and I get hired more.
That'd be dope.
Moving on, I built a website with all my work on it, lucasgarland.myportfolio.com. I'm going to link it just in case anybody out there wants to know. Yeah. I went on a rant today. Just sometimes you need to let it out, all that
With
frustration
DJ?
builds up. Yeah, DJ, our one friend.
Shout out Deej.
He was just sitting in the launch lab, man, and I just, kind of flipped a switch.
And then DJ put his 2 cents in, and we called DJ, and he wouldn't tell us what he said.
He's pretty upset about it.
Yeah, he said some stuff about these two. I can't say because it's not mine to say.
Yeah,
But he wouldn't tell us.
it was pretty upsetting.
We'll
Not
get him on
gonna
the
lie.
podcast to say it.
Yeah, eventually he'll show
But
up.
yeah, really, I just had to, let off some steam, and now I feel great, and I'm really in a really good headspace these days, So,
Nice.
what about you, Ryan?
Yeah,
How much
come on,
meat
man.
you slice?
Yeah, man, I just worked.
Dang.
Why are you roasting me?
Any interactions with your dream girl at Starbucks?
Ooh,
No, I don't drink Starbucks.
You
should.
probably should.
Yeah, you
I got
should.
verified on Triller.
Hmm.
I
Wow.
posted 3 videos on Triller, got verified.
Nice.
Did that get
Shout
you her
out
number?
Triller.
That get you
Shout
her
out
number?
Triller.
I'm trying to join a Triller house. So Triller, if you're watching, I'd like to join a Triller house.
Triller Treehouse.
Help this podcast out.
Andrea Russett duetted my video.
Crazy.
I edited that video.
Crazy.
This is the Lucas Garland.
Did any
Yeah,
of those get you her number?
I think it's time for the next segment.
Yeah.
Psych.
Next segment.
So we're just not going to touch on that till relationships part 2. Maybe by then.
They have to request part 2, bro.
Yeah, that's
we
very
told
true.
them we're giving them a part 2.
Nah, request
Literally,
only.
you said
request
Bro, literally at the end
only,
of the. Didn't we say it at the end?
We did say it.
Request
Brian said
part
it at the
2
end, I'm
of
pretty sure.
relationship
No, we're just lying.
podcast. We talked for 2 hours about it. So if you want to hear more from
Hour
Kyle,
15, but whatever.
Moving on from that too, if you guys want to hear us talk about whatever, comment,
tell us what you want to hear
DM,
about, bro.
anything.
Yeah,
Send us
seriously.
something what you guys want to hear about. We're down to talk about
We
anything.
would love to hear it.
and guarantee we got experiences in something in that nature.
One of us, there's 3 of us here. Hopefully, one of us knows something about one of the
And we
topics.
just
Facts,
feed
no
off that.
printer.
All right. I got it.
Just go ahead. Next
You know
topic.
what? Next we got, we're going to start
What we
this as
told
a-
you about.
a
First
weekly
podcast.
segment called Fast Finance with one of our wonderful finance major friends. We're bringing him in a little ahead of his schedule. He's a little worried.
He's not ready.
He's not ready, but
He's not ready.
baptism by fire, baby. Get in here.
He's
Let's
not
go.
ready.
Everybody,
Welcome.
round of applause for
Austin
Austin
Shorey.
Shorey, baby.
Yes. Round of applause. My man.
That's good.
Make some room, guys.
Make some room.
So I'm Austin.
This
We're
is
gonna
low
do
budget.
Fast finance. So today we're going to talk about understanding essentials. So understanding essentials basically means like sacrificing stuff early so you can get better stuff later. So Chipotle, going out to eat, that stuff is not a necessity. You can shop smarter, get groceries, etc. And then down the line, you can get better foods like Benihanas and stuff like that. Similar to time. Damn, I'm not prepared for this call.
Hey,
So-
get in there.
It's only our 3rd podcast.
You're good, man. I promise. Keep going.
So time is a necessity, and time is money as well. So like playing games and doing all the stuff that is fun to you now, you're pushing off your youth years, you're pushing off your motivation, your drive, and then probably plateauing in a 9 to 5 because you pushed off the time you could have spent working on games and video games when you could sacrifice that now and then live in a mansion with a butler giving you PB&Js while you play games and doing all the other stuff you need to do. So understanding essentials is key. If it's time, if it's money, just being able to understand what you can do to chase your dreams.
Bars.
Fast Finance.
Fast Finance, chapter 1.
That's the
Chapter
intro.
1.
That's the what's it called? Epilogue, or is that at the end? I don't read books, so I don't know.
Isn't
I don't know.
Epilogue, is that at the beginning?
Index?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say that.
Eventually
Index
we're
is
gonna
at
get
the end for
eventually
sure.
we're gonna get a
Index is
timer
at
up on
the
the
end.
wall. He only gets 2 minutes.
Yeah, honestly,
2
no,
minutes.
yeah, that's our next
He
investment.
only
That
gets
was a
2
minute.
minutes to talk. We'll just start the timer and then
Yeah.
That's the
I'll be more
introduction.
prepared.
Fast Finance.
Next week you're gonna get your full second chapter.
Chapter 2.
I'll be more prepared.
If you
about
sign
We
up for the
ended with-
Patreon, we
Can we
can
ask
get
him
that
questions
timer.
about it, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Q&A. 1 minute to describe, 1 minute to ask.
We should have talked
questions.
about this before the podcast because people are listening to
Yeah,
us.
this is terrible.
Hey, they feel included now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Anyway,
Short read. Does anybody have a question for short
what's a
read?
good? So say I get a paycheck every 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
What's a good amount to save on
That's
each
not
paycheck?
what we're asking here, bro. You're supposed to be asking about what he talked about.
Yeah.
You don't want to ruin like future topic.
So
he
when you
could
talk
have.
about sacrificing time, what should I
Jeez,
be
bro.
doing
Yeah.
instead of playing video games?
working, bro, working towards your future.
So I believe in
How do
video
I find
games. I believe in video games. I believe in Netflix because I feel like you need a stress reliever. So if yours is video games, by all means do it. But if you can cut it in half, if you can understand maybe like sacrificing other things that you don't need now, you can do it any part of your life. I feel like you should just take ownership of now. Especially if chasing your dreams, your youth is key. So I believe you're just wasting your youth away by staying inside and hibernating. And every minute you play that game, it depreciates that much more. So like it doesn't better you in any way.
Facts. Okay.
All right, I like
Respect.
that. I like that. Good stuff right there.
Kyle, you got a question for him?
I got really nothing. He really, touched my heart right there. I felt that.
Touched my
I
heart.
do spend a lot of money on a lot of useless things, so I appreciate
Yeah, I'll walk
that.
into work and Kyle will be like, dude, I just bought something. I'm like, you don't
I
have
do.
money to buy
I
something,
do.
bro.
I do.
These fast finance things are actually for Kyle.
Yeah, realistically.
We're
This
just
is my
disguising it.
intervention.
We're hoping he catches on eventually.
Yeah. So,
Hopefully one day.
And then if any of you guys are out there that might be like Kyle,
Yeah.
they're for you too.
Yeah, if you have suggestions for topics for us, or if you want to hear something that Short Read can talk about finance-wise,
Please.
ask
us
him
know,
or to talk
please.
about it or bring it up because Short Read knows money. He's not a
Do in
scam
fact.
artist.
He isn't.
No, not far from. Nope.
If he
Not
was,
that- if he is, he might be a hell of a good one because I have no idea.
if he was, he wouldn't be here. man.
Honestly.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
My man.
Oh yeah.
Definitely didn't hear that on the mic, but
That's all right.
one of our guys out there said future CFP.
Certified financial planner.
That's right, baby.
Is there?
And we'll talk more about this later. But
you going to a
ended-
break now or what?
Yeah, let me just segue us into it.
Because this
real
kind of
quick.
goes right into what we're.
Yeah, he ended with a statement about chasing your dream, and surprised we didn't really talk
Cliffhanger.
about it. But that's going to be our topic coming back after the break.
Yeah.
Chasing your dream.
Send us the break, Kyle.
Yep. All right. We will be right
Your
back with you
business
guys.
is my business. Old friends, we couldn't pivot. You can't visit. This stuff just don't faze me. Tell me if you like it or not. Yeah. Now they wanna talk but can't face me. Let me get them all on call. Yeah. FaceTime, girl, but don't play me. Saturday nights are for all. Yeah. Boy, you started acting too lazy. Your girl coming home with me. Yeah. Girl, you coming home with me. Ain't my fault that she want a man like me. Blowing me up all night.
Welcome back to part 2 of 8 Players Only. Like Lucas said, we're going to talk about chasing your dreams.
Yes,
That's
sir.
our part 2 segment. Nobody gave us a topic to talk about today, so we kind of came up with one last second, about 5 minutes before we started the podcast.
Yep.
So we're talking about chasing your dreams. Kyle, what's your dream?
My biggest dream right now is honestly to work in the music industry in some sort. So for the longest time, I was thinking about honestly just being a personal assistant to an artist because I thought that would be really cool to get to travel and go to like tours and like different things of that nature and just kind of be on someone's schedule and just making sure they're on time to things. But over time, I realized that I'm really into managerial positions for music industry, whether that's managing an artist, managing social medias for an artist or something like that. I think I'd be pretty good at that and like, you know, being on top of things for that artist. But also too, I really like the idea of running a small label and more like a distribution and helping smaller artists that don't have like a lot of attention on them. And I see a lot of talent in them and putting some money and seeing where, you know, where it goes. So,
How would you handle a like what's the word, like a prima donna type artist?
How would you handle Ryan?
So I handle Ryan a lot.
But I'm sure there's people 20 times.
Oh, yeah,
Well, like we've
20
never
times.
been in like
Bro,
a green room.
It was
with
No.
a
them.
joke.
No,
Well,
like,
I would be
you're
bad,
far
but, like,
from it.
still.
You're far from it. But
There's got to be cats that are, you know, I know what you mean.
Give me a water right now.
yeah,
Give me a water with one ice cube. No.
I'd realistically, I mean,
I
like,
need it before I go on stage.
I feel like a manager, like it's not even just like you're not just like doing like the business deal side of it, but like you're also like trying to make them like almost like ready for these situations and like, you know, like dealing with paparazzi, dealing with press, dealing with like a bunch of different things, and also just like running their whole entire like
Dealing
brand
with the
almost.
paps.
Yeah. Say what?
Dealing with the paps.
Yeah,
Paparazzi.
But so like if I was dealing with a prima
Maybe there isn't
donna,
anybody worse than Ryan.
Hey man,
I don't know if I can sit and listen to a joke like that.
that's what they're called, bro.
the paps.
I thought you were talking about.
Do you not know that's what they're called, bro?
No, man, I don't have any following me.
I don't have anybody following me either, bro.
Never
I got interviewed by that YSU thing, and she was like, "What's it like? Like, do you like?" I was like, "No one's ever approached me."
I'm the only dude that follows
anything.
Ryan with the camera.
There's only been one occurrence though that you've been like
Yeah, and
approached.
it wasn't even in our own state.
No, it was in
We were
Michigan.
in Michigan, and somebody recognized me on a pier at Lake Michigan.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was
I
crazy.
was like, "What, bro?"
Literally
She
a
walked up
girl.
to me, "Shit, is this you?" I said,
Yeah, it was literally his TikTok
And she didn't even
page.
follow me.
Bro, that's
Whack.
That's messed up.
That's
That's
tough,
whack, bro.
What about that? You know, that love letter in the mail.
That's weird, bro.
Yeah, that was real strange.
I got a letter in the mail, in my actual mailbox, and it looked like a child wrote it. And she said, like, hopefully one day I can come to your door and we can, like, talk. And I was like, how'd you get my address?
Yeah, like this is weird. This is just weird.
That's why that day he got a PO box.
I was like, I need to get out of here. I don't know how she found my house. She said
it was
she said-
handwritten. Was there an no address? You
No,
dropped
she
it off.
put it in my mailbox. She
Oh.
said, I assume it was a chick. She said, I saw you on a bike ride one time. I was like, she's from around here. But, like, did she follow me home from my bike ride? Like, how do you know?
That's sketch.
It's weird, bro.
sketch.
Okay, I'll be posted on my door with the Glock.
Yeah, but nothing. Like, that's the only thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, weird.
That in Michigan. I've never
Yeah.
been recognized anywhere else.
No.
Any other place that I've
That's
gone.
messed up. Still, that's crazy though. You know,
We're
like
from around here.
she had to have followed you home, bro. She's like, oh my god, Ryan PISHOTTI.
That's so weird, bro. You're never alone.
Sprinted. You're on like a 20-mile bike ride. She's on mile 18. You know, she's like, I gotta see where he lives.
You know how no, she wasn't a real fan, bro? She said, I hope one day I can come to your door and hang out with you and we can listen to
Luke
Luke
Bryan.
Bryan.
Yeah,
I was like,
remember
I don't
that.
listen to country.
Yeah. The amount of times he's posted TikToks about
Let
it.
me forward this mail to DJ.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the wrong
Country
guy.
music, bro. Hot take, country music's not it.
Yeah.
We
It's
have any
crazy.
country music fans here? You're not a country music fan. You went to one concert with DJ, didn't you?
Yeah, well, yeah.
The eye roll. I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
You and Kyle went, and Marco.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dang.
Chasing your dreams, man. Be careful.
Yeah, bro. You never know.
Always haters. Always stalkers. Always.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I told my dad about the Charlie thing, and I told him that she was getting like death threats and stuff, and I was like, she didn't even do anything, and I told him what she did, and he's like, got to think about it, and I was like, man, the life lesson just in that, got to think about
Well,
it.
he's
Like,
keeping that in the chest. you
Yeah,
know?
bro, it's
Every
like-
dad's got that line. Right next to the.
didn't think about that.
Right next to the, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. You
Yeah.
know, it's like right next to that, they're like the.
But you gotta think like if
Gotta
we
think about those things.
if you want to be in a space of like creative stuff or like be in the public eye, you have to think about that type of stuff. Like I watch videos of like the TikTok kids getting followed by the paparazzi, and for a second you're like, oh, that's really cool, but then you think they have no privacy,
No.
they have
zero.
no alone time, nothing. They're always getting followed.
And thank God it's only one guy that's doing it.
There's more now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But-
Which if they didn't have him, they wouldn't have a career really.
Yeah,
No.
well, they're
to what it is now.
yeah, they're bigger than TikTok now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Way bigger. I was gonna say the majority of them, like the biggest ones, are either doing movies, music videos.
Oh yeah.
They're getting.
They've
Do you think there's
They've
people out there
graduated.
that their dream is to be like a TikTok star?
I honestly think a lot of them.
Is that yours, bro?
Never. I didn't even want to start TikTok. Kyle told me to.
I was gonna
Damn
say,
it, Kyle.
yeah. Hey man, no, but like that's probably the thing though. Like they were probably like you, like they just started making.
it.
They just
Well,
started
quarantine.
making
It
Like
probably just happens.
Corona gave a lot of people followers.
careers.
A lot of people that don't need followers, they give followers.
They
like,
have careers.
Like we went to high school with kids that probably have followers that shouldn't have followers.
No,
like you know
100%.
this type of that person at every high school that shouldn't be in the public
Oh, yeah,
eye, but they're getting
100%.
followers now.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you're giving
This
the
is
wrong people a
crazy.
platform.
Yeah.
Just one of mine.
Not from Lakeview, but
Oh,
I
You
know
can't
like,
say names on the
I know
podcast.
people.
That's
I
fine.
know
Oh,
people
yeah.
from like just people that are on
I have
that
an
make
idea.
videos.
Yeah.
And you're like, they don't need a platform. They're making the worst type of like, because kids are on there.
Yeah.
So you get a kid that's doing something stupid. Kids are watching it,
Yeah.
unless their parents aren't letting them. That's not.
I mean that's a lot of kids. I mean, like a lot of parents aren't really. They don't
They
really
don't
know what's
monitor
going on.
that. You know,
Yeah.
nobody has no idea what goes on
Yeah,
on
no.
TikTok. Parents have no idea.
There's so many sides of TikTok, bro.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, there's so many different sides to TikTok.
a lot of
Revolving
subgenres.
door.
Nobody's For You page is the same. Do you have TikTok? Do you watch TikToks?
I don't go on it.
I never knew if you watched them that much.
I mean, I used to occasionally watch yours just to see your numbers.
I
but,
don't
like,
watch TikToks. Only time I watch them is to find like
Same.
sounds.
Right. I don't watch. I barely go on TikTok.
Kyle watches
Yeah,
TikToks
I
a
watch
lot.
TikToks.
He likes TikToks like it's his job.
Well, I do that too.
Yeah, dishing out that.
I mean, the first
I
three.
found this TikTok. It's down here somewhere.
I was gonna no, like I'm gonna be
It's
honest.
in my
with you.
leg somewhere.
No, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I told Ryan about TikTok, but like I never downloaded it until you were at like 250.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't have it.
This guy's fake.
Are we just
bro.
gonna talk about TikTok? You
Well-
guys just want to turn this topic into TikTok, and we'll save Chase Your Dreams for later.
Well, this is kind of chasing your dreams.
Yeah.
TikTok's the
Alright,
reason
we'll
we
bring
have
it
this podcast.
You're right.
Yeah.
In a way.
100%.
I mean, like me and Ryan and even Lucas, we've
not
all
up there,
had
never mind.
we've all had this conversation before. But realistically, like if you are doing anything creative, like not even just creative, like just business in general, or want to be your own entrepreneur, TikTok is the best way to do it, or like at least to promote yourself.
If you do music, clothing, art of any form,
yeah,
business of any form, if you need attention of any form,
yeah,
TikTok is. If you don't have TikTok, download it right now.
yeah.
As much as people say they hate it, it's giving a lot of people a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say even like the kids that end up having like only like 50 followers, like you're still reaching a lot of people.
People have the thing is on TikTok, 50,000 followers isn't that much,
No,
but that's a lot of people.
that's a lot of people that are seeing your stuff consistently.
And you still have the chance to like make one video. Like my first viral video was when I had less than 10K and it got 4 million views.
Yeah.
So like I got no followers, but I'm getting 4 million views on one video.
Mhm.
If that video is your business,
Yeah.
that's sales. That's streams. That's
1% of people buy your product off that video.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Think about that number.
What is it, Kyle?
Say what?
What's 1% of 4 million?
I don't want to talk about this.
percent of 4 million.
Oh, he has the finance guy, bro.
40,000.
There you go. Something like that.
Yeah, that's a lot of
40,000
people.
would be 10%.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people, Kyle. 40,000 people just
That's
are
1%
on your website.
Yeah,
on your website even.
yeah.
And then 1% of that
I was gonna say I saw.
Still a lot.
is 400. That's still 400 sales.
That's a lot.
That's 0.01% of your original number.
Yeah, and that's
Right?
one video.
0.1%.
But it's the idea, like, let me jump in real quick.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Chase your dream, young blood.
So we used to have a brand called Locally Famous.
Yes, sir.
And
Shout out
sir.
the
I got a
boys.
playlist on Spotify.
the
You
key
can
is
follow
when
that.
Ryan started making these videos, he got a lot of hate, like this, that, and the other. But
You
now,
remember those videos?
now everyone wants to be Ryan in our area, and he's getting love letters in our area. Sometimes the local hate doesn't meet the global support.
The
No.
local people are the last people to support you.
They
Yeah,
will always,
always.
hate you no matter where you're from.
They don't
And
want to see
Ryan
you.
felt that probably heavy, but now look at him. Like, we have this because of that. So never listen to your locals. It might suck for 2 months. You might get made fun of, but man, soon they'll want to be you, and that's all that counts.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, I got
Just
goosebumps
talk
short.
about that. Damn, bro,
I
this
got
guy's speaking.
goosebumps, bro. He said
Can't
soon
tell
they
if it's
want to
the-
be you, man. That's
can't
true
tell
though.
if
Like
it's
the
the
more like
facts.
that's almost like wearing something that you want to wear. Like if people hated on Kyle for wearing a beanie and he kept wearing it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
eventually people are gonna be like, you know, maybe I'll try it.
Yeah.
And then everybody's wearing a beanie. And you're like,
Yeah.
now I can't wear one because
Yeah.
you're wearing it.
It's consistently always going to be like that.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of sent a text to you guys today about that, low key, the local hate. I think that was the 2 for $1.
Yeah.
I think it was the second one.
Yeah, I literally said 2 for $1. So I send motivational texts to these guys every morning.
Yep.
And today it was kind of just about basically haters are your motivators, man. I
The
mean,
first one was about haters, and then the second one was about perfectionism.
Oh yeah, We'll get it. That'll be a whole topic one day. We'll just go.
We're
through-
way off topic.
Yeah.
of,
Anyway,
like,
back to chasing your
dreams.
dream. We'll talk
Chasing
about that
your
another
dreams.
day.
Let me jump one more thing in. I got one more thing.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're off topic this far.
So chasing your dreams, like right now, you see this basement has all this lighting and all this stuff, but we were here back in the day when it was just a couch on the wall, a computer. Was that even in there? Like all that?
No,
like,
it was like half up. Like if we could give you guys like a quick tour of what it looks like now compared to what it looked like before, you wouldn't even believe it.
we didn't know what we were doing.
We had
were
how many
making
people were down
music.
here, bro? Like 30 people were down here.
Yeah, we did not know what we were doing. And then
Of that, it's me, you, and Logan left of that group.
who was the other? Boyle.
Yeah, there's 30 people down here.
Someone
at one point.
else. I don't even remember, but just to see like how far like some people left, some people stayed. Like it's crazy just how far you've come. Like you can literally see the progress.
Well, that's the thing with like chasing your dreams is like people give up after a week.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
almost like working out at the new year.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to work out, and then you work out for a week, and all
I was gonna say
memberships go
gyms
up, and
make
then
so
they all
much
drop
money.
them.
You find out who's really down.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
You find the riders, man.
It's not easy to keep going, but like, if you do, it eventually pays off.
Yeah. It might take years and years and years and years, but you're gonna hit it.
Well, you never know when your break is. Like,
Exactly. You never
When's
do.
when is that one thing going off?
Yeah, you just
When-
need
when
one
is
thing
it?
to pop off, and then you get momentum, and that builds
Yeah.
onto.
Exactly.
100%.
Chase your dreams, man.
With that being
It's
said,
not for the weak.
Lucas, what is your dream?
So that's short read what his dream is, man.
Yeah, go down the line, bro.
All right, my bad.
We're in order here.
Okay, short read.
My dream.
He said, I wasn't prepared for this either.
Damn, we're talking about chasing your dream.
I know what you did.
Can I do?
I
Can
knew
I
I
do?
was next.
Can I do chapter 2 instead?
My dream personally, I had a good time today with what we did with that. And I believe that like I'm really good at consulting, and I enjoy figuring out problems and solutions to get people to get further in their career. So ideally down the line, I want to just be able to help others make it, and give them ideas, give them solutions. I do that locally all the time with a bunch of different people, and I believe I'm good at it, and I just want to do that on a big scale. So ideally, I just want to have a big consulting firm just to help other people out. And also, I have another dream called Made in Yellow, but it's a whole nother thing now.
Complete.
It's a branding company where we I can't give it away.
No, you can't.
I'm only about to give out my idea.
No, it can't. You
Well,
don't
if
even
you
have it,
just say
copyrighted.
branding, even if you
Yeah.
just say branding, it kind of goes along with your first one.
Yeah.
Like you're helping people still.
Yeah.
Branding is helping people.
And I can build off
But it's
that.
like, can I say it?
I wouldn't say it.
I would not.
And that's
Don't-
it.
Don't do it.
And I'm going to build off that.
Cut it
So
right there.
what he was talking about today is I had somebody come in and I do content creation.
Yeah,
that's
they
kinda
heard
my
the first
dream.
podcast.
That was the second one. Oh,
Get your
this
crap
guy.
together, man.
Come on.
Nobody listened to the first
Yeah,
one, bro.
anyway.
They're not referencing
First
that
one
one.
doesn't exist. Anyway.
First one was a pilot, bro. It's not a real
First
episode
pilot.
one.
Yeah. Anyway, what he's talking about is I had a guy come in and good baseball player, and he's worried about his future and getting drafted because of coronavirus. He doesn't know if they're going to have a season or not, and if it do, it's going to be very limited. Can scouts get to the game? So how's he going to get himself out there and show scouts that he's really doing it? He's really working. He's ready for it. So we kind of sat him down. He's going to redo his social. We're going to make videos for him and stuff like that. And Short Read helped me in consulting because he has a lot of social media experience. So that's what he was talking about today. But that leads into mine, which is like my dream's kind of content creation, but also I have like every dream in the book. Every night I wake
The
up.
amount
with
of ideas we've heard from this guy.
Dude, I just spew them. They're boom, boom, boom. They're out because eventually one's gonna stick.
One has to.
One has to, and that's really what it is. Like maybe my dream is dreaming. I don't know, something like that.
Dang, dude.
Dang.
Boy,
Are we about to get
quotes.
into Inception here? Somebody quote me.
My
Somebody
dream is dreaming, bro. My sister would post that on her Instagram
Yeah,
story.
you're right. Damn. All right, now I'm never gonna say that again. Anyway, yeah, but like, there's a few things, but content creation is probably first and foremost. Like videography, photography, just creating stuff. Like, I do the majority of the work when it comes to content creation. For Ryan, for this whole group. I mean, and there's some really tough aspects to it. I mean, the first thing I had to get over was myself. You can't be a content creator for somebody and push your ideas on, because then it's not really a business. It's you trying to push your ideas on other people. You have to be able to accept their inputs. Like me and Ryan designed Frick together. We sat next to each other and walked through and designed that entire cover art.
See it, bro. Pull it off the wall.
It's up here.
Can you see
Yeah,
that
they
one?
can see it. If not, why don't you just go to a Spotify and check out the cover art?
Exactly.
good
Hey,
Quick
shit.
promo.
Anyway, yeah, but like, I didn't make that one. Logan made that one. I helped with this one. I helped with this one. Well, yeah, and then I helped with that one a little bit, I think.
Yeah, and Phase Me.
And I took that photo and made that one. You can't see it up there. That's Phase Me, but that's probably my favorite one so far. But content creation, it's just, I don't know. I just find love in taking someone to life, like taking somebody's idea and just bringing it to life. Whether it's, cover art, whether it's a series for a training camp, whether it's, a website for a subscription box. Anything, man. I've diversified myself into all creative outlets, and I think that's really the start of chasing my dream.
Well, I think if you do like creative stuff and you work with other creative people, you can't like shut them off. Creative people want to talk.
Exactly.
So like if you're both creative, you can't like only one person can't do everything.
Yeah.
And I was one-sided before. I was like, no, my idea.
My way.
Exactly.
My
My
way.
idea is better. You don't know anything. Get out of here.
My way or I'm not doing it.
And I was so close-minded, and once I opened it up, things just started moving. I got different opportunities appeared. People actually want to work now because I'm not closed off. And
That's
so
like
basically,
people say like you're hard to work with. Not you, but like
Yeah.
oh, you're hard to work with because you're closed off. You don't want to hear what I have to say. I feel like that's why like a business wouldn't work.
Exactly. Yeah. You can get close to your dream once you get over yourself. That's basically the key.
This
to
guy
all
just got
creators.
quotes tonight, man.
Yeah, fire.
I send you guys a quote every day.
Fire.
With my own quote. I'm about to have a book.
God dang it, man. That was another.
Spewing them.
That was another quick one. Like nothing even
Off the
happened, bro.
tongue, baby. Maybe I just start motivational
Even
speaking.
happened.
I'm going to start my own TED Talk series.
He was gonna keep talking like nothing even came out of his mouth, bro.
I just got bars, I
What's
guess.
that Kevin Hart thing? Let's not just speed past that. Like you can just say what I thought you said.
Listen, that's basically, so yeah, my dream, content creation, just living it up with the bros, making money.
100%.
That's my dream. And the only way to get there I could see viably is content creation for me. Unless, Joe Tokyo pops off on a song.
You never know.
You never know. Got to drop one first.
You gotta drop a song before one pops off.
Maybe. I'll just put it on TikTok.
Just
never
not drop
release it.
Where can I find this song? You can't.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
can't.
out.
It's just
That's
a
kind of an ingenious marketing idea. We'll work on it. Anyway, Ryan, go
You
ahead.
can't give away all your ideas on one
Spit to
podcast.
them boys. Trust me, you think I'm going to run out of ideas?
He just said I got too many. I can't hold them all. I gotta say them.
Like, hey, I chase your dream, but I dream every night. You know
All
what I
right,
mean?
man. That's too
And
much.
last night might have been about a
That's-
hamster in a white room on a boat, but it's still a dream. Whatever. I'm off topic now. Go ahead.
Is he done,
what's
bro?
your dream? Mel?
My dream, bro. My dream's right here. That wall to be covered with other cover arts of other songs. My dream is actually to perform. It used to be to perform at Madison Square Garden, but have you ever heard of Red Rocks?
Yeah.
Where's it, Colorado?
Yeah.
Have you seen that? It's like up in the mountains.
Mhm.
So I switched from Madison Square Garden to Red Rocks. I felt Madison Square Garden was kind of like played out. Like, oh, everybody sells out Madison Square Garden. Not really, but like
Yeah, after Kanye did the release party there.
it was like, oh, you can
I
release
never heard nothing
He can
about it.
release an album at Madison Square Garden, bro. But
Listening party.
yeah,
Sold out.
at Red Rocks, like to perform at Red Rocks would be like the coolest thing. But do you ever think, like I always think about this, like if I performed at Red Rocks, like after you perform at Red Rocks, or like after you perform at like your dream venue, like what then?
I was gonna say the cool thing about Red Rocks is
Second
after
time.
every performance,
Round two.
you sign your name as the
A lot
artist.
of people are like that though. A
Yeah,
lot of
but I'm just
places
saying,
are
but that's
that.
like a
Probably
big
do that
place
at the
where-
House of Blues in Cleveland.
Well, no, I'm just saying that's like a big thing at Red Rock.
But do you know the question I'm asking? Like after
I don't
you
know.
after you
After you
accomplish
do,
your
yeah.
dream,
What's next after your dream?
I don't know.
did you come up
Maintenance.
with a new one?
Maintenance. You're at your dream. Why? I mean, if you, here's the thing. I come up with the dream every night.
My dream, but that's my dream. Like
What's next? I think it develops. I think it changes.
my dream is music, but I have a dream like past music. My dream is like real estate, but it's real estate development because I wanted to be an architect, but I couldn't do like the math and all that. But like designing houses and stuff. So like instead, I want to be a real estate developer and buy property, hire an architect, and work with like a creative
Exactly.
and build a house on that property. But you need money to do that, and I always saw music as a way to get that type of money.
Yeah,
Music's not about the money. Me, I love making music. I love doing all this.
Yeah.
But that would help me
Get to that
pursue the
point.
next dream or like the actual life dream.
I agree with that.
I think it'll develop. Like you just changed, from performing here to there. I think it changes every day you wake up. Like originally, I just wanted to be, a videographer.
Well, as you get older too, you see more stuff.
Exactly.
Like me and him have talked about what was that when we used to send us that video, the same video, with the same video. You know those those year recap videos they used to post on Twitter.
Yeah.
He used to send me the same one. I used to send him the same one. Every time we saw it, we just send it back and forth. Like, let's do this. We need to do this. Why can't we do this? Like traveling too, I think helps that because we're from a small city here.
Yeah.
But if we went to California or we've been to New York and we saw a whole different life over there. But if you go to California, because we talked about this what was that 2 weeks ago probably now. When we wanted to go to California the first time, I don't think we were ready to go.
Yeah.
I think we would have been super intimidated, scared to death, what is going on, this fast paced, all this. But now I think if we went, we'd fit in, or not fit in, but we'd be ourselves.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Yeah, we wouldn't need to impress anybody or do anything a certain way to impress somebody because we know who we are now, in a way. But you grow every day, so
exactly.
Thanks for the feedback. This is a podcast. I'm doing this myself, bro.
I literally was talking the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you want me to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I fully agree with that. I feel like every
Yeah.
single person in this room actually. This is real. I'm being this isn't
All
a
right,
joke.
man.
I'm gonna be honest with it. I think everybody in this room has honestly either figured out themselves or at least figured out I don't know, has finally found confidence in themselves to how they want to express themselves. Almost.
Well, that kind of goes with the quote that Lucas sent us this morning, perfectionism, just putting stuff out. Because we will always talk about filming music videos, and we're let's do this. Next day we're nah, scrap that. Let's do this instead. And it's you
Never
eventually
gets
just
done.
gotta film something, record it, edit it, put it out, let the people decide.
Exactly.
Drake always said he was I'm not worried about the person that's next to me right now. I'm not worried about that competition. I'm worried about the kid that's at home in his basement wanting to be better. It's you got to eventually just put it out. And then he said, if you make music or if you make anything creative, you can think it's great, but you put it out and the world decides.
Exactly. And so just to reference that quote.
Oh, you got it right there?
Yeah. Better to do something imperfectly than do nothing flawlessly. And that's from my boy, Robert H. Schuller. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean...
Well, it's easy to say too, if you guys listen to this podcast and you hear a quote and you're I'm going to go do something, but then you wake up tomorrow and you're maybe the next day. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's the hard grind to keep doing stuff and keep
Exactly.
not pushing stuff off and just actually doing it or not being scared to hear what people have to think. Because when I started TikTok, I never thought comments would ever I never thought I would get hate comments or stuff like that. But then once you see them, you're oh, okay, there's people that disagree with what I or what I make and stuff like that. But as soon as you see the first one, you see it and you're that hurts a little bit, and then you kind of move on. It doesn't really. I mean, there's certain stuff I'm sure
Charlie's
Charlie's getting death threats.
Yeah,
That
that's
kind of
terrible.
affects your mental health. But
Yeah.
the small comments put your sweatshirt on the right way. It's a hate comment, but it's what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And it's the same thing with putting anything out. You're gonna get backlash.
100%. And I think it also teaches you, putting stuff out consistently, it teaches you to be okay with what you put out.
Yeah.
Because, we'll sit here and worry about a video, try and make everything perfect. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Put it out, and then people will see the progress once you get to the point where it can be perfect.
But I'm sure even you, because you put a lot of stuff out, you've looked back on old stuff and you're that's
Oh my
trash,
God.
bro. Why did I ever do that?
I just made my portfolio recently, and I'm dude, all this stuff I can't even post because it's absolutely garbage.
Yeah, you're I don't know why I made that, but at the time you're this is the best thing I've ever made. I'm gonna put it out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then you go
wake up
back
the
and you're
next day
I'm
make something better.
20 times better than this now. Why did I ever put that out?
Yeah.
Because you're not there yet.
Logan retweeted a tweet, and I had to retweet it. It was bro, I swear to God, I wake up every day and just become 5 times better at everything I do.
Yeah, exactly.
You
It's
get to
work.
feel like that once you start putting stuff out consistently. Yeah, the stuff you put out, you might not be comfortable, but once you realize it and you put it out, you realize you just make stuff that much better the next day. And then you just keep making it better, and it just keeps getting better. I mean, you just can't stop it once you start it.
If you don't put anything out, you're never gonna get better.
Exactly.
I mean, you don't even have to put anything out, but if you don't consistently work on something, you're not gonna get any better at it.
It's doing it. It's just
Yeah.
getting up and doing it.
If you film videos, if you don't consistently keep shooting and keep editing, you're not gonna learn anything
And the
new.
technology changes. You
Yeah.
have to be ready to adapt, which means you have to be familiar with the current technology to adapt to the new stuff.
Yeah, that stuff's not easy either. And even
I don't know.
all
I have
our
no
stuff,
idea what I'm doing.
all our stuff is kind of creative though, and people listening to this, their stuff might be I want to be a nurse. study. Like it's
Yeah.
the same concept. You just have to like do the work and put in the time. Because like if you're going to college, say that's what our reference point is. College isn't easy. I think all of us can attend to that. That's not, or attest to that. It's not. We finessed our way through it, but it's not. It's not easy. There's times when you're like, I'm not going to pass this class, or I'm not going to pass this test. But if you keep studying, keep working, it's going to work out in the end.
100%. Also, too, I'd like to add about discouragement and all that kind of stuff. Like, you can go on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, anything like that, and you'll see, like, all these people that are making music and stuff like that, and you'll be like, well, they're, like, way better than me, and they're, like, doing the same thing, like, that I want to do, but so why should I do it? And all that kind of stuff. And I've put myself in that hole, like, 1,000 times.
I felt that before.
Yeah.
You see somebody else doing it, and you're like, oh, they're doing it too.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one.
But you also have to remember, too, though, like, everybody's an individual. And, like, you might have, like, the same idea or, like, the same whatever, but your twist on it or you doing it is totally, like, 10 times different.
There's only one of me.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's something
right.
to always remember, like, when you really feel discouraged.
Huh?
There's 2 of me.
Be you. Everybody else is taken.
Look at this guy with the quotes, baby.
That's a quote from our work.
That's a white girl quote, bro. That's a white girl on Instagram story.
But no, like,
That's a mom.
Yeah.
That's a Facebook post.
But in all honesty, like, that's the biggest thing I can tell anybody is just always remember that, like, you're you, and, like, do whatever that you feel like you want to do. And I don't know, I just can't stress that enough. Discouragement can really eat you at, or like take you away from really what your dreams are. And, you know, just keep fighting for it, I guess.
Can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead, baby.
Hey, bro, just start talking.
Um,
Everybody else is just jumping in.
Everybody else is taken.
I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump in on what Kyle said. I've had probably 8 different company ideas, and we would go for it for a week.
Yes,
2
sir.
weeks. We're like hype in the basement.
Modern
talking
water.
about it. And then like week 3, they're calling me, trying to text me, trying to see where I'm at. I'm just not on it.
At least he admits it, bro.
Yeah.
Some people wouldn't.
And I think I was more discouraged on like if it would work.
You're right.
Because they were really good ideas. I just think that I was scared of what would happen if it worked or if it failed. Does that mean I'm stupid? You know, like I don't know what my subconscious fear was, but obviously if it was supposed to work, I would be that motivated about it. And someone did a quote, Lloyd Greener. She said, people work 80 hours to avoid working 40. And I take that to heart because, you know, there's a million excuses why not to do something. And that's what I do every day. Ask Lucas. He's the one who keeps me accountable. And I still make excuses. And honestly, like, you have one life. And I'm telling you, don't want to be like, if you want to be an accountant, go for it. But if you have something bigger than that, just do it. You literally have one life. Like one chance to do whatever you want. Just do it. Do what makes you happy.
And this isn't like a corny like infomercial either. Like we're not giving anybody like a secret code to like success or anything. And it sounds kind of like Instagram quotey type stuff, but this is all. I mean, it all makes sense.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
It just comes off a certain way because that's how it is. Like there's no other way to put it than just keep doing it, keep pushing. Everything that we've said so far is literally what we've been through and what's worked for us or what we felt. And everybody has a different route. There's no same route for the same 2 people.
I think we're going to do a part 3. We're going to have to. We're going to be right back after a short break.
But let me finish.
We lied.
Your
There's always going to be a part 3.
It's my business. Old friends, we couldn't pivot. You can't visit. This stuff just don't faze me. Tell me if you like it or not, yeah. Now they wanna talk but can't face me. Let me get them all on call, yeah. FaceTime, girl, but don't play me. Saturday nights are for all, yeah. Boy, you started acting too lazy. Your girl coming home with me, yeah. Girl, you coming home with me. Ain't my fault that she want a man like me. Blowing me up.
Welcome back to part 3, 8 players only. If we don't use that camera, this camera. Welcome back to part 3. We said last time we weren't going to do 3 parts ever again, but we just start talking and we can't stop.
It's just easy, man.
And our cameras only record for 30 minutes at a time, so we don't want to lose the footage because our viewership is on YouTube. People like watching videos. People like seeing Kyle's face, even though it's
honestly,
covered up.
Give us a listen on Spotify any other platform too.
Yeah, seriously.
let it
Spotify,
play.
the
Don't even
podcast app.
And like
on-
I said before, just please, if you guys can and have time, just go review it on Apple. It really helps us. It actually like really branches us out and actually puts us on like the main page
Right.
when you're looking at it.
Facts.
Facts,
We also got
back
that
in-
Patreon too.
Yeah,
but
seriously.
check that out if you want. We're not pushy.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to push
Yeah.
anybody to it.
Yeah.
If you want to, go ahead. If not, don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Yeah.
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 Moving on.
Sick.
So we were talking about chasing your dream, and there's a few things you need to do that, and one of them is motivation, man. Hardest thing to get, hardest thing to
My
find, hardest thing
haters
to
are
keep.
my motivators.
Motivation is the biggest key to getting you to do your shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it. You wake up some mornings, you know.
We are all guilty of waking up some mornings and you just don't want to do it. Even if it's just going to work, dude.
Literally.
Some days I'm just like, that's not it, man.
No.
I'm not trying to work
it.
at 10 to close today, man.
No. It's
got it.
rough.
Some stuff you have to do it. Like others, like that's kind of different. Like us going to work is kind of different because we have to go to work. But like us waking up or filming a video, you don't always have to,
No.
but you should.
Yeah.
100%.
You
Like,
don't always have to wake up and study, but you should.
Yeah.
Like that's the same thing. But work is kind of different.
Yeah. I mean, but then again, it's also a necessity, you know.
Yeah.
Until you fulfill that dream.
If
you
that's your
gotta
dream,
work.
yeah. Like if like me and Kyle work in a deli
Bills
at a
ain't
farmer's
free.
market, that's not our dream.
No. I'm good.
I do not want to be there like any longer. If I could leave right now, I would.
Yeah.
But like we're working on stuff behind that for like a reason to leave our other jobs. But you have to put in the other like the wake up days where or like because like me and Lucas will plan things, and we'll just wake up and be like, maybe 2 hours later, and then it just gets pushed back.
The
in.
weather looks a little iffy.
Yeah, you're just
We'll be filming something inside.
Like, there's the new show on Netflix, bro.
Did you watch that yet? No,
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
Everybody has those days. Like the most productive people in the world. You can watch an interview of any billionaire or anything. Like I never stop working. Yeah, Gary Vee gets 8 hours of sleep every night.
Yeah.
They're not working all the time.
No.
Everybody needs time
Everyone needs a break.
to watch that show
Everyone
or to
needs to
like
relax.
hang out with friends and not do like this type of stuff.
Yeah,
But,
like what was it, the Steve Harvey video or whatever that he talked about on his talk show? and
about
he
the
was
West
just-
Coast thing.
No, it was sleep. And he was talking about, he goes, don't expect, like, if you want to, like, be successful in this world, don't expect to be sleeping 8 hours. You're going to be sleeping 4 hours or 5 hours. And then there was a,
Well, he said I wake up at 6 because when I wake up, or if I wake up at 9,
Oh, yeah,
people in
yeah,
LA
the
or
West
people
Coast.
on the East Coast are already awake for 3 hours.
yeah.
I was like, Steve.
My favorite,
Preaching.
though, there was a Twitter video. It was literally, like, the beginning of it was that, and then it split to Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, and they were like, it was like a roundtable conversation, and
He
there
said
was
how
somebody.
important sleep was.
They were just like, yeah, I usually get like 8 to 9 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
he literally goes, I think Bill Gates goes, yeah, but like you need those days where like you're just sitting around the house, and those are the days where I've had my best ideas, and like something pops up. I mean,
It's almost like
obviously-
forcing things too.
Yeah,
Like a lot of our stuff is like creative topics, but like if we sit down, like if we go to bed and we're like tomorrow at this time to this time I'm gonna work on this, and then you wake up but you can't think of anything.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
hard
well
to
you
do.
can't work on
It's
anything.
hard
if
to
you can't
block
think
off
of anything.
creativity.
Yeah.
It is. And I mean, the only time I'll ever really force creativity is when I'm in a block, and I just have to force out all these bad ideas in order to get to something good.
Yeah,
That's
get
how
back
I
to
deal
the-
with blocks.
or just even doing something small like drawing,
Yeah,
or
just
like
taking time
doodling.
off.
Yeah, like doing
But
something.
don't get it twisted, man. I track how much lazy days these boys have. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
tracking it. Oh, you just had a
100%.
lazy day. You don't need another one. You know, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Like, I know how many lazy days you have. You know, like I respect it. If you're grinding, I respect it. Don't get me wrong.
That comes back to A players only, bro.
Exactly.
That comes back to the name of
A
the
players
podcast.
don't have to know
Can we just define
how many
it?
lazy days.
We could define it right now and see how many people actually make it this far in the listening, and then put up a
We'll just do it again with DJ.
yeah
We'll see what he
exactly.
says.
But like we could talk about it now, or like
Go ahead, man.
basically an A player is a person that everything we've talked about, an A player is a person that gets things done that they say they're going to get done at a time that they say they will get it done. They don't miss deadlines. They work when they should be working. They don't mope around when we're supposed to be working. Like when we're there, they're locked in, they're ready to work. It's like somebody that's just always on top of stuff. And obviously, like we said, like Bill Gates even has off days. Bill Gates is still an A player, even has off days. We have off days. I mean,
You wonder how much sleep he was actually getting during the grind, though.
yeah, you can't.
I mean, he's not really grinding now.
Yeah,
No, my man's retired.
He's got it set
He
up.
is actually retired.
But even like Gary Vee's probably in his prime right now. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
still getting 8 hours.
yeah.
So like,
Yeah, but he had to grind a lot harder to get there.
but he's still getting sleep. Like sleep is a weird reference too because everybody
I
needs a
hate
certain
sleep.
amount too. Some
mean-
people can't sleep.
I hate sleep.
I love sleep.
I love sleep.
I hate it.
Nice nap.
Like, why? Why do I have to shut my body
Nice
off for
nap.
8 hours?
You gotta rejuvenate yourself.
Why do I
bro.
got? Why? Give me a fucking
Get that
charger.
juice back, bro? That is your charger.
My cameras work while they're plugged in. Why can't I work while I'm sleeping?
Oh my
Can't.
god, bro!
Wrong.
Drink an energy drink.
You still need sleep at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Stupid.
You'll go crazy if
Stupid.
you don't get it.
But an A player is somebody that's always ready to go, pretty much. Like, no matter what you ask from them, they'll do it.
yeah.
And a B player, C player, D player, F player, it goes down from there, and it's kind of self-explanatory of like what the reference point is. I'm
players
sure,
know-
yeah, like your friend group, you could probably call out whoever in your friend group and be like, "Oh, that's an A player, that's a B player." I mean, don't say it to their face, but
Yeah.
if you want
Don't
to, go
say it to
ahead,
their
be
face,
a savage.
man.
Who cares?
I would
Let
al-
them know. Like,
Let 'em
like
know.
we'll speak up. Kyle's a B player. He knows it. We'll say it to him. He respects us saying it,
Yeah.
and that's almost motivation to him to work harder and do more things that he's capable of doing. Like Kyle wouldn't be here if we didn't think he was capable of doing stuff, and he knows that. So
Yeah.
like if we call him a B player to his face, he's like, okay, but like if Lucas is an A player, Lucas is an A player. If he looks at him and he's like, I can do the same stuff he's doing, why can't I be an A player?
Yeah.
Or I can work the same amount that he's working, why can't I do that? So that's kind of like the rundown of what an A player, B player, stuff like that
If
is.
you get offended by your friends telling you you're a B player,
That means they're right.
You probably are a B player. I mean,
Yeah.
or less than that. And if you get offended, you're probably a C player. I'm just being honest. So an A player knows exactly why they're doing it too.
Yeah. You have a purpose and you understand your purpose. You know who you are.
Why you're doing it.
Yeah.
And B players do it sometimes, but really don't understand why they're doing it. You know, sometimes they're just doing it because others are doing it,
Yeah.
and that's okay. But once you realize it, then you become an A player. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then C players really just don't do anything, and then it goes down from
They're
there.
kind of just there.
If I call you a Z player, man, it's done.
You're out, bro.
Don't even look at me. Don't even make eye contact with
Yeah,
me.
no sense of being here, bro.
Called somebody a Z player today.
I'm 100% a B player, 100%. But I know how to consult to get people to A players. But like I'm 100% a B player. But also you want to keep A players around you.
What was that tweet I showed you right before this?
Can't remember.
Like,
Oh, keep the
an
people around
MFer
you. Yeah,
an MFer that's on me, or like,
yeah. Keep somebody around you that's. If I'm on your ass about being on your shit, keep me around. That's basically what
Yeah.
the tweet
Yeah.
was like.
like if somebody's on you about getting stuff done that you should be getting done, that's a good friend. Keep that person around.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to go back to like the motivation thing. I was just gonna say like we have Lucas. Like it's great that we wake up every morning. We have a text message like with a quote. Like that's a great thing to first see in the morning. But also too, not everybody has a Lucas in their life. So I personally think when it comes to motivation, it's either like find someone that is motivating you each day, or find a reason to get out of bed, or like find a reason like maybe you want to work your butt off to pay off all your student debts, like for example, or like you want to make it in the music industry because your mom always thought you had a beautiful voice and like you want to make her proud. Like
Shout out to all the moms listening.
shout out all the moms. But realistically,
got
I'm
an
just saying like
audience.
find like a concept almost
I'm sure we got an audience.
to find like motivation, and I feel like that's a really key part. And then also to be an A player, you have to be honest as well. So like if you're having a bad day, like say you have a bad day, don't be that person that's just like gonna force yourself continuously and burn yourself out. I think too.
Facts. Gotta let them know.
Yeah, just be honest.
Gotta be able to work with it.
Well, motivation isn't always easy to find either.
No,
Mm-mm.
I agree completely.
Being honest helps too.
Yeah, like being like, why am I not feeling good today?
Straight up, I'll tell you guys
What?
everything.
Yeah,
Too much.
Anything, man.
I'll
What you
tell
need
you
to
too
hear,
much.
what you don't want to hear, what you want to hear, what you need to hear.
Well, that's
Sometimes what you don't need to hear.
that's like having like, it's not even always an A player. It's just a good friend. It's like somebody that's willing to tell you when you're off. Like, bro, you're out of pocket, bro. You get back on your stuff. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you haven't filmed a video in a while. Film a video.
Yeah.
You haven't sent me a Dropbox link in a while. Where's the video?
Essential.
Like that type of stuff.
Shit, man. You're right. If we're being honest.
That's what I said today though.
If we're being verbal.
The food in the teeth.
Exactly.
Like,
Go
so-
ahead.
so my
Spit
theor-
the facts, baby.
So my theory is that if
It's a
I have
quote.
food in my teeth, it's embarrassing if someone confronts you, and it's like that one-on-one thing. Like, even when you confront me, even though it's one-on-one, I'm still embarrassed. I don't know why that's embarrassing, but like you're just embarrassed. But like if you tell me that, I'd rather you eat that up than me talk to 10 more people with food in my teeth.
Yeah.
So in the moment, like you're like,
Good reference.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
what
I
I
mean?
said.
In the moment, like, you know, like I don't want to hear
boy's
that
spitting.
because if I hear that, it's embarrassing. But if you tell me now, maybe I can curb that problem. So the next time I talk to people,
Yeah.
I won't have that problem.
Exactly.
That's
like-
huge in a friendship.
I agree completely. Just find the right people around you. It might take a long time or something like that, but I know for a fact like these guys around me right now are the people that are always going to motivate me and force me to be a better person, whether it is in creative things or just a better person in general. Like
In life.
yeah,
Like it's not even like we talk about creative stuff a lot, but it's not even always about creative stuff. Like we do a lot more stuff that's off topic of creative.
Yeah.
Like go to Top Golf and just hang out, or like
Yeah.
just sit down here and just hang out. And like the camera's not always on.
mm-hmm.
Should be.
Should be, but it's
Should
not,
be.
but it's
Should
not
be.
always on. So
That's what it is, and I think that's also a big step in chasing your dream. You're probably gonna lose a lot of friends.
Yeah.
You're gonna
been through
lose
it,
a
seen
lot
it.
of friends. A lot of friends. A lot of friends. They're gonna be gone because you know what? They're not really your friends, bro. Sometimes
it,
they
bro.
circle back around.
Yeah, me and Short Reed have been through ups and downs and low points, high points. He's been here from the start, and I've been there from him. We played basketball in high school together before this basement existed, before music really existed for us. And that's where we became friends. And we've not been friends. We've been friends. We've been through drama. We've been through stupid stuff. But it always comes back like he's here now, and we're doing a podcast together. And next week we're going to talk about friendship, and that's like, it's cool to see like somebody that comes back around, or where, because like we always thought he was supposed to be here. We've had conversation where like Short needs to be here, bro, because he's always been here.
Oh, yeah.
So like we see that type of stuff, and you're going to see that type of stuff too. Like if you do anything like this, or if you, people hate to see you do well, and they hate to see you take time for yourself to do well for yourself. People don't like to see that. They want themselves to be almost before you in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say this is the first time I've seen him in 7 months.
Yeah, I haven't seen this guy in a
This
while,
is the
bro.
first time we've seen each other.
Everything's being recorded.
Just like that. I am on air. I am live. This is all being monitored. I have to say this. There's a man behind the camera. Yeah, no, but like that. I mean, the first step's chasing your dream, and then like-minded people will surround you. You know what I mean? You chase your dream, like-minded people will
Along the way,
monitor.
you find them.
Literally along the way. I met Ryan. Okay, this would be also mentioned the friendship thing, but literally met
This
Ryan.
was supposed to be
Kyle.
our topic. Our topic was supposed to be friendships today, but instead we did chasing your dreams. We probably should have done friendship.
Well, it'll be circle around. It'll be like
Yeah,
a
full
big
circle.
part 2,
Yeah.
whatever.
Part 2 of its own.
But I met these guys because I was doing, some 3D and 2D design in After Effects, and I was making like intros for companies, and I was supposed to do that for their movie. And that's all I'm gonna say. But that's how I met them. And the next thing I know, I'm in this basement every day.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like, and we've all been through our own spurts and stuff like that, but it's almost been consistent.
Yeah.
And it just goes from there. But that's chasing your dream of finding like-minded people. And now, my dreams have changed around them, and their dreams have changed around me, and now we're almost working towards this big collective goal
yeah.
of making it.
Yeah.
And once we make it, everybody else's dreams get fulfilled, and that's the big thing. You find people that you could chase your dream with.
Yeah.
Not that you're competing against. Or
It
that
makes it
you're-
more fun
Exactly.
too. Like
Yeah.
you're having more fun. Like I've been down here recording songs by myself, and I mean I always record by myself, but like I'm always like, man, I wish somebody else was here, because like there'll be moments, like I've told you guys about moments, like I'll hit a certain note, or like I'll hear something and I'll like throw punches at the air because I'm so excited, and like you want people to be around for that. But even like texting them and like sending them my songs like after I finish them and just getting their reaction, like it's better to have that than to have nobody to send it to, or like to have nobody to show what you worked on.
support network too.
Yeah.
Like even when everybody has their down days, I even have down days. Believe it or not, I got down days, man.
Believe it or
I got
not.
a lot of them, but you work through it. But it's the support network that fixes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can lean on these guys, when I'm down, and they pick me back up. And that's the biggest part about chasing your dream.
This guy's still laughing.
Anything I say, Short Reed will laugh at. It's almost guaranteed, and that helps me too, because I'm like,
Maybe I am funny.
maybe I am funny, which is probably not what I need to think. But yeah, I mean, you lean on your friends, and they pick you back up, and that's how you just get shit done. I mean, motivation and support.
It's
We
cool to
talked about
think-
support.
Yeah, it's cool to think about like the end goal too, because like I always thought, I think I told Short Reed about this a long time ago. It's like imagine if we went on tour, we went on a nationwide tour, and we came home, and like all our families were at my house just waiting for us to like come home off a plane, like off tour, and we all like caravan down Elm Road.
Caravan.
Shout out Caravan.
Let's do it
Caravan
on
down
Spotify.
Elm Road, and like And like, I mean, this is corny, but like the cars we bought, like the cool car we bought, and like we're all coming through Cortland, like where it all
Tesla
started.
truck, baby.
Like just to
whipping.
see, like even if you just imagine it, and you're like, we're sitting at the light, and like behind all of us is like the next car of the next person.
Yeah.
You're like, that could happen. Like if we do everything we're supposed to, that could happen eventually. And then we pull into the driveway, and all our families are just like waiting for us, like after a long trip.
Great
And it's like,
motivation.
if you think about the end goal, it almost like makes you want to like do it more. Like if you, I keep referencing, because I don't want everything to be like creative, because that's our reference point. But like if you think about like walking across the stage after you get your degree, it's like that's
Yeah,
kind of
big
cool.
time.
A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't get their degree. So like if that's your goal, it's kind of cool to see that or like envision yourself doing that, and that kind of like would make you want to study more, like
100%.
work harder towards it.
Envisioning.
Yep.
Knowing where you're going, knowing why you're doing it.
Yeah.
That keeps me motivated.
A players.
Yes.
Know why
A
you're
players.
know why you're doing it. Know where you're going.
Yeah.
Have a
Fuck.
purpose of going there.
Yeah. Find your
You
motivation.
might not know exactly how you're going to get there, but you know you got to work your tail off to get there. That's about all you need to know.
Yeah.
And you just do it.
What was the quote? Wait, what was the quote before Kyle tries to end it? I can feel it. I can feel Kyle trying to
I
end it
know.
over there. He's like,
if I heard one more deep breath, man, I was going to start checking this dude's looks.
the quote is like, oh man, I tweeted it. It's like, I don't know it. Never mind. It's something about partying when you're doing well, but like, I don't know. Never mind.
the one I sent you?
No, I have it. I tweeted it. I know Ty Lopez said it. Ty Lopez is, people believe he's a scam artist, but he's done well for himself. He just bought like a big company. So, but I don't know what the quote is.
There's that one I sent to you with the LeBron James gif. That one was hard.
Dang, dude, what's that quote?
Oh, I remember that. That was fire.
Yeah, it was like,
Frick, never mind. Next podcast.
Yeah. But realistically,
There we go.
find your motivation.
here he is.
All right, you know what? I'm just trying to be helpful.
There
Wrap
is,
it up,
bro.
baby.
Wrap
All
it
right.
up. Drop your mic.
So realistically, find your motivation, find your support group, and everything like that.
My mic's off.
All right, so yeah, this was A Players Only, episode 3. Thank you, Short Read, for the podcast.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll definitely be back with Financial Talk. And also, too, follow us on all platforms. Where we're on TikTok, or about to be on
We're not on TikTok. We're
you
on
can
my
make us a
TikTok.
TikTok.
That's
now
fine.
that you mentioned
All
it.
right, so
my TikTok.
so TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, please follow us.
It'll all be linked down below in the description.
Yes, and then also to follow us on our social medias as well. We got Short Read, we got Ryan, we got Lucas, we got Kyle, and this is A Players Only. Thank you so much.
See you guys.